Hello, church. Thank you for joining me today. First off, we want to say thank you for all your prayers for Pam. Today is Saturday the 27th, and she is home. So it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm filming this. And she is home. So thank you for your prayers. You know, at church, we're studying through the book of Daniel, and today we're going to be looking at Daniel chapter 4. And it's an incredible story of a real vivid illustration of the principle of pride going before a fall. Now, none of us likes to be told that we're wrong, and we like it even less when the other person turns out to be right. Remember the business deal that everyone said was too good to be true and you put your money in it? Or that relationship everyone warned you about that really ended badly? Refusing to take advice is a form of pride. It's that haughty spirit talked about in Proverbs 16:18. Pride goes before destruction and haughtiness before a fall. We're going to be looking at this principle that it's pride that led to Nebuchadnezzar's downfall, just his attitude. And the thing is that Daniel pleaded with Nebuchadnezzar to change his ways. And actually, it was after Nebuchadnezzar told Daniel his dream. Once again, another dream that God intervened into the life of this heathen king. Daniel chapter 4, verse 27. King Nebuchadnezzar, please accept my advice. Stop sinning and do what is right. Break from your wicked past and be merciful to the poor. Perhaps then you will continue to prosper. So there's a thought here about being bold and just laying it all out for someone to hear. And Daniel did that to this king. 12 months later, Nebuchadnezzar still hadn't changed. Maybe he thought God had forgotten about him. It's like, hey, I got away with it this long. The truth is, God loved him enough to give him time to change. And that's the same way it is for you and me. God gives us time to return to him. Now, for Nebuchadnezzar, everything God revealed came to pass. Daniel chapter 4, verse 28 through 32. But all these things did happen to King Nebuchadnezzar. 12 months later, he was taking a walk on the flat roof of the royal palace in Babylon. As he looked out across the city, he said, "Look at this great city of Babylon. By my own mighty power, I have built this beautiful city as my royal residence to display my majestic splendor." While these words were still in his mouth, a voice called down from heaven, "O King Nebuchadnezzar, this message is for you. You are no longer ruler of this kingdom. You will be driven from human society. You will live in the fields with the wild animals, and you will eat grass like a cow. 7 periods of time will pass while you live this way, until you learn that the Most High rules over the kingdoms of the world and gives them to anyone he chooses." Now, it's easy to read Nebuchadnezzar's story and assume it could never happen to me, but no one is immune from pride. We don't have to be rulers or to build kingdoms. We do it every day in big and small ways. We build companies and playgrounds, online communities. We build families. Then, like Nebuchadnezzar, we stand back and admire our accomplishment, saying, look at me, what a great thing I have done, and the things that you've done might have been good. The truth is, nothing we have and nothing we build is ours. It's not by our own strength, it's God working through us. But for the grace of God, there go I. When we work hard, the goal is not to draw attention to us, but to God. It took hitting rock bottom for Nebuchadnezzar to acknowledge that God alone deserves our praise. Daniel 4, 34 and 35. After this time has passed, I, Nebuchadnezzar, looked up to heaven. My sanity returned, and I praised and worshiped the Most High and honored the one who lives forever. His rule is everlasting, and his kingdom is eternal. All the people of the earth are nothing compared to him. He does as he pleases among the angels of heaven and among the people of the earth. No one can stop him or say to him, What do you mean by doing these things? Now, it's a blessing to us that we don't have to wait for the fall to happen. God loved Nebuchadnezzar enough to send a warning through Daniel. A whole year went by before the sentence was carried out. God loves each of us enough to show us a better way through a relationship with Jesus. When God brings pride to our attention, it's not to shame us, but to save us. How much heartache could we miss if we would just listen to God, turn from our ways, praise and worship the Lord?